take you out to the Fever and the Wings under a minute to go. Dallas up 2, shot clock winding down. Arike Ogunbowale at the buzzer, and it drops. That put the Wings up 97-93, and they hold on to win this one 101-93. But the story of this game wasn't Dallas. It happened to come by the way of Caitlin Clark, yet again making history. She finished her night with 24 points and 19 assists. That set the WNBA record for most assists in a game. She played all 40 minutes in this one, however, coming in a losing effort as the Fever fall in their final game before the Olympic break to the Wings. 101-93 is your final. For more, we welcome in CBS Sports WNBA analyst Tykera Carter. And boy, oh boy, did we have a big-time battle out in Dallas. I want to get to that game in just a second, but we have to highlight Caitlin Clark's efforts on the night. 19 assists. That's the most in WNBA history. She also became the first WNBA player ever to record at least 20 points, 5 or more rebounds, and 15+ assists in a game. Just how do you encapsulate what she managed to do on the floor in the history that she made Wednesday night?
You truly cannot. Like, she is incredible, especially in her rookie season. She continues to raise the bar. She pushes the ladder. And a lot of people, they said her game might not translate as far as being a facilitator, but we're seeing it night in and night out. 19 assists, and she passed Courtney Vandersloot for that record, someone who is also up there in the history books where she's second all-time in assists in the WNBA. So to have your name in that company, you're in conversations with the Sue Birds of the world. You just can't truly encapsulate what Caitlin Clark means to this game and how well she has played when it comes to finding her teammates, when it comes to probing, and when it comes to continuing to raise the bar. 19 assists is just elite. That's as simple as that.
Looking at just what she's been able to accomplish so far, we're nearing that halfway point. We just passed that halfway point of the season, but just how much more do you think Caitlin Clark can continue to do in her rookie year in the W?
Well, they ought to be scared because she's about to get a little bit of rest now. It's about to be the break. She's not on the USA Olympic team. And so that's more fuel to the fire for her to get back home. She can get her mind, back in that place where she's going to continue to ball out after the break. And I think sky is the limit for what she can do, quite literally, as we already seen what she's done in the first half of the season, where she's just breaking records night in and night out. We would need 2 shows to probably go over all the things that she's been able to do so far in just her rookie year.
Yeah, you said a lot of people wondered if her being a facilitator, if it would translate to the WNBA. Well, she was facilitating all night Wednesday night, putting up that historic mark. But this game finished with a back-and-forth battle to the final minute. The Fever at one point trailing by as many as 16, struggled with turnovers, but managed to turn things around in the second half, but couldn't close it out in that final minute. But what was just your reaction to this thrilling finish?
I love the pace of the game, and my reaction to that was like, if you are a true basketball lover like yourself, the people who are probably tuning in and watching tonight, it means a lot that we see the game has grown to where the women are getting up and down at such a high pace and elite level. And my reaction was, Arike Ogunbowale, she's a gamer. She's been that. But Odyssey Sims, I love her addition to the Dallas Wings roster, bringing her back because she was also the driving force behind the Dallas Wings being able to bring that one home. And then on the other hand, the Indiana Fever, they just have a never say die attitude. Although they came up short in this game, you mentioned how they trailed by 16 points. They didn't let that affect them. They continued to push. They tied the game late in the fourth quarter. They went ahead. It was such a back and forth contest. That is what you truly call a fun all-around basketball game.
So we have quite the Rookie of the Year race brewing. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, they're both vying for that honor. I'm going to be honest, you said it would take so long for us to talk about that game. Well, it's going to take a lot to talk about what they've been able to do to just run through those records and milestones they've surpassed this year. But in your eyes, who has the edge at this point right now as we head into the Olympic break?
So I would say after this game, I'm giving it to Caitlin Clark. And I say that because she also has 14 double-doubles. So we talk about how Angel Reese, she had those 15 consecutive. She had a double-double last night against the Las Vegas Aces. So she's going to try to restart her streak with the points and rebounds. But Caitlin, she leads the league in assists. She just had 19 assists in a single game. She has that triple-double to her name right now, to the only rookie in WNBA history to be able to do that. So I just feel as though, as far as milestones go and the thing that she's been able to surpass so far this season, it's a little edgier over Angel Reese at the moment, but I still think it's going to be tight, and we'll see how they both come out after that All-Star break.
Yeah, still they have plenty of games to go, but my goodness, what these two players have been able to accomplish just in their early start of their rookie campaigns has been incredible. Caitlin Clark minus 2,000 odds to win Rookie of the Year. Vegas right on par with what you're saying. Meanwhile, for Angel Reese, plus 700. All right, let's switch gears a little bit, because we had a trade go down on Wednesday. The Sun acquiring Marina Mabry in a trade with the Sky. Just how much of a boost do you think that she's going to provide for Connecticut?
Well, you have two edgy players who are going to be teaming up together, Dejanay Carrington and Marina Mabry. And I think after having that third loss to the New York Liberty this season, the Connecticut Sun were like, you know, enough is enough. We need another dog, and we got to get Marina Mabry on our roster. So I think it's a great addition as far as someone who can spread the floor and knock down shots. And then she's also a player who, again, is going to bring that toughness and that edge that they sort of need. So I like that trade for them specifically. For the Sky, I think that's a big loss, but they're more so, I think, going to try to build around, if I had to guess, Angel and Kennedy Carter, what they've been doing, and see how can they work that for the future, since they got some players and draft assets out of it.
Yeah, the rich getting richer in Connecticut, and this is a team that, you know, when you look at the Liberty and you're looking at the Aces, the Sun also right there in that mix, and looking to hopefully this trade push them over that hump. Ty Carter, we appreciate you stopping by as always. Thanks so much for the insight.
Thanks for having me.
And heading into the All-Star break, the Olympic break, here's a look at the latest odds to win the title. The team with the best record in the W, the Liberty, tied with the defending champion Aces with the shortest odds at plus 155. Then a big jump as they're followed by the Sun at plus 800 and the Lynx at plus 900. Hey, if you're feeling a little froggy with the Fever and Clark, plus 10,000 odds to go from worst to first. History was made on Wednesday night. Caitlin Clark with a monster outing. She was scoring, but she was also assisting. We've got highlights from the Fever and Wings. That's coming your way on CBS Sports HQ.